Hello, friends. Chad, missed you guys. Yo, is my ears? I'm gonna have to get back into the zone here. Give me some compression here. 1 2 1 2. Chad, how's the audio keys?
Hey,
How are you, my brother?
can't complain, my brother, can't complain.
Good morning.
Oui, Bonang, my brother. How are you?
I'm good. How is my audio today?
Hey, that audio is smooth, my brother. That audio is good.
Wonderful.
Chad, how's everyone doing? Sorry, man, it feels like I've never streamed in my life. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll just check the chat there. Alrighty, as always, Chad, good to be back. Missed all of you guys. It has been, it was cold, Chad. But we're gonna talk about that a little bit later. Like I've experienced cold the last four days. -4 in the mornings, around about 2-3 degrees during the day. So yeah, I don't know, we went on an Arctic hunt, but anyways. Chad, but before we get started, I'm gonna ask Bonang, please would you be so kind as to do us the honors to pray for us this morning and for this week, and we're gonna get ready.
No problem. Let us pray. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Lord, we humbly approach your throne of grace and mercy. This is the opening of a new week, Father. We pray that this week becomes a fruitful and we multiply in the name of Jesus. Lord, as the month is agreed to end, Father, let all roughness also end. Let all struggle also end. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen, Chad. Good that you say it's end of month, Chad, so you guys know end of month flows, that is going to be a little bit tricky, but we're going to talk about it very, very soon. Yeah. So, Chad, let's jump straight into the economic calendar for the week. Is it the last day of the month? Hey, Kigo? Last day, Chad. Alrighty, so last day of the month could be a little tricky. So just be aware. Don't try and put all of your eggs into one day of the week. It could get really, really chopped. Month end flows tomorrow as well. First day of the new month. Monthly candles closing tonight. So that's going to give us a good idea of where we'll be going for the next month. Okay. So CPI coming out of Italy around about 11 o'clock. Then also, not Italy. Italy. Almost want to say something else. German CPI coming out at 2. We've got Chicago PMI for June around about 3:45 this afternoon. Fed Bostic also speaking. Tuesday we've got some Tankan large manufacturing index out of Japan. But if you are still awake at that time, exclamation prayer, we will pray for you. If you trade the Asian session, it takes a special kind of person to trade the Asian session. Unless you're Asian, there's no need for you to trade the Asian session. All right, guys, we're not judging or anything. Kazakhstan manufacturing PMI coming out of China, 3:45. We've got Canada Day. I don't think we've got any Canadians on stream, but if we do, I hope you enjoy Canada Day. I don't even know what Canada Day is. Banks will be due to Canada Day bank holiday. Anyone let me know what is Canada Day? Do we have South Africa Day, Keegs?
I don't know, bro. Maybe we must start it.
All right. I believe we don't have, but that's maybe a good idea. Some PMIs on Tuesday. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. CPI coming out of the Eurozone. That is on Tuesday. I just want to check, gauge where we are. ADP employment change. It is NFP week. All right. So it is going to be a busy one. NFP week, usually a little choppy, usually a little bit rangy. But I expect it to be a good week. Average hourly earnings on Thursday. Is NFP coming out on... Wait, what the heck, Keeks? NFP coming out on Thursday. That is weird.
It's on Thursday?
Yeah. Yes, it's on Thursday.
I wonder why. It's Friday. Yeah. It's Friday bank holiday. Yes, it's Independence Day. Yeah. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Independence Day on Friday, 4th of July, Chad. Okay, so relatively short week then here for us. Relatively short week, but let's get straight into the charts. Let's see what is cooking. I haven't opened up a chart since I left on, was it Wednesday? Yes, so I'm completely fresh to the charts. But we are going to work our things out here now today. Chad, on the weekly, we can see very strong bearish close on the weekly. I'm going to delete the rest of it here. Coming from cold into Mediterranean weather inside here. Just give me a second. Joe, how hot is it in this office? Mediterranean. Where we go? What are we doing here? Do you guys have a chicken hidden somewhere? You guys are busy cooking.
Bro, we're ricing it up, yeah. Gotta get it nice and toasty.
Damn. Right, Chad. There we go. Feeling a lot better. Alrighty, Chad. So on the weekly, we've got a beautiful break of structure. We are at yearly lows. We're about to break yearly lows again. Dollar just getting absolutely crushed, Chad. So bearish on the weekly for me. It's going to be tricky if we break this previous weekly low so early in the week. But nonetheless, we are bearish. You guys can clearly see. There's your breakout. Earlier, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, we spoke about that breakout there. If you didn't know, that was your retest. This is now the continuation. So we're going to see here we are definitely bearish. Okay, so on the daily, let's check the daily. Daily candles are getting a little smaller and smaller as we go down. So if I can just give you guys a little bit of a comparative analysis here on the daily candles, you can see that as we are coming down, the daily candles are getting tighter and tighter. So I don't know when we're going to start seeing the dollar just correcting. At this stage, it's not even about needing dollar strength. It's just about more corrective than anything else. So daily still bearish. Now if I start looking at where our session volume profile is sitting and also where our Asia range is sitting, you can see that we've got a nice break below Asia lows. There was your retest done. So if we cannot get back inside of the Asia range, we are going to continue bearish for the rest of the day. That was a very strong and clean move through Asia lows. That was your retest failing, so we could continue lower. There's also that previous daily low, that yearly low, and I think things could melt there, or it could be the last hurrah before we start making some type of pullback. Also, do remember on the monthly, you're going to leave some type of bottom wick. Okay, so you can see even all of the previous monthly candles you pull back, so we are relatively close to the monthly low. So how deep can we pull back to leave a monthly bottom wick? Okay, so nonetheless, I don't want to babble on here, but that is the call here for the dollar. US 30, let's quickly blitz it through for you guys on the weekly. I just want to check audio is good there. Weekly, super bullish, beautiful. Let's just get everything off here. We'll arrange that a little bit later. On the weekly, this is your weekly range. Okay, so we've already broken previous weekly high. We are already pumping to the upside. So now the question is, where are we going next on the weekly? That is where we are going, Chad. This is your weekly range. Just look left with me. If we start trading bearish, this is the area that you want to monitor for potential holds for this to go back to the upside. Okay, so bullish. Daily, also bullish. Damn, this thing is super bullish. Now looking on the daily, I'm gonna say we've got something like this, Chad. Look left with me. That is one massive consolidation. We've got this minor little consolidation here. Okay, so I just want to show you guys the zone. So we are now at a potential area where we can reject. We have extended quite a bit. Yeah, I don't know what's going to turn this thing around, but it is just very bullish at this stage. Looking at the rest of it, we've got that zone that I spoke to you guys on the daily. There you can see we are currently rejecting quite a nice move above Asia highs. So very simple for me. If we can hold above Asia highs, then I think this can continue. If we start closing back inside of the Asia range, we can come back to that point of control. As it stands, no trade for me. All right, I'm just letting you guys know, no trade for me. It's Monday, it is month end. I'm not forcing anything, so no trade there for me. I'll be monitoring Asia highs. NASDAQ on the weekly, super bullish as well. All-time highs, Chad. You guys know the drill. When we start trading into all-time highs, never short while. This is price discovery. Okay, so if you take anything away from this week, this is something that I've been preaching for how long? Because I got destroyed years ago. After you make a new all-time high, you try and short, and there's nothing to the left-hand side. So what is stopping buyers from just taking this much higher? There's nothing stopping them. So we need to form some type of resistance. So this thing can run for weeks, for months, just straight up with no return. And that is something that I want you guys to take away from this. Once you're into all-time high territory, Be very, very careful shorting it. Okay, so daily is bullish, weekly is bullish. Let's see the lower time frame. What are we working with? Again, NAS is more palatable. We are at Asia highs. We are at this point of control, and already 0.6 up, Chad. Yeah, it's tough scenes here. But I'm gonna monitor Asia highs. We'll see. I might grab a long if we hold there. Gold on the weekly. Let's quickly check it out. Gold on the weekly closed strong bearish, and we've got a confirmed resistance there. Nice confirmed resistance. Technically a fake out back into the range, so I would expect gold to start trading lower into these areas here. Only thing I don't like on the weekly is we've already taken the weekly low and now starting to trade above it. Oh no. Or will you throw that into that, because it just keeps it. Sorry, man. Okay, so we took the previous weekly low. Now we are starting to trade back above it, so that could be the sweep daily as well. I just want to check here daily. There's our break of structure on the daily. We found some type of support here, Chad. Okay, so I might actually be bullish on gold, Chad, while we're trading above the previous daily low and weekly low. So I'm going to lean towards the bull side, and then can't do anything here. So I'll be monitoring gold from here. Otherwise, if she runs, that is good. I'm out. GU, real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm dragging my feet here. I just need to get into practice a little bit. Weekly bullish. You can clearly see this is a weekly breakout bullish. Daily, nice little consolidation hold. So we do expect massive volume today. You guys know small ranges equal big ranges, and big ranges equal small ranges. So I actually expect quite a big move here today once we start breaking Friday's high. And looking on the lower time frames, where are we trading relative to Asia range? Asia highs, okay, nothing there for me, Chad. That is not a clean move for me. GJ, let's check GJ on the weekly closing right up against that resistance, but still very bullish. And then the daily, thank you so much, Kate. This is quite cool, eh? Keeps your eco vessel, keeps your coffee hot. Daily is chalk, taking the previous daily low. Let's just see contextually. Point of controls all the way up there. All right, I would say, Chad, this could be a nice trade. GJ closing back inside of the Asia range. Easy run into 198.31. But Chad, that is me. I'm gonna head over to Bonang. Bonang, over to you, my brother.
Thank you so much. All right. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's see those 2 G's on the chart, and then we push that way. All right. Yo, what a week we had last week. But nevertheless, it is what it is. I just want us to start from a higher time frame, and then we come back down. I have already done my breakdown, and I have already done my forecast just to see exactly what the price is doing. So this is a monthly time frame. Looking at the monthly time frame, you would see something here, guys. That this market is actually on a very bullish run. I think you can see that also the behavior of the market from this level or area of interest. Then we dropped around 2020, then we push again. There was no turn back there. That resistance was broken all the way back up there, and then we see the market turning down 2022, another push all the way 2023, breakout, and then goes all the way up to a resistance area right now. But it turned a little bit in April, then we see the market pushing all the way up. All right, looking at the structure of this market, you can see that this is a bullish market, very, very much bullish. And then if you do, or you have done what we call support and resistance, you can see actually that this market is not even respecting any resistance all the way from 2020. You can see that there is no resistance that has been actually respected. Only one leg will touch, and then after tapping in, that's it. So you can actually see that also the same similar thing that happened this year. We saw a drop here, and then the market is going back up there. There is a possibility that this market pushes up the same way it has been pushing up with same momentum. So there's a possibility that this time around, tomorrow, the opening candle becomes a bullish candle, and then it pushes all the way up non-stop. But there is something that is causing me not to buy for now. There's something that is causing me to sell. Then we can go now to the, I would say, let's do H1. Already I've done a lot of analysis here, but I would do H1. I usually do daily and so forth. But if you check H1, you would see that on H1, support and resistance is something that has been playing out really. You can see that is a resistance there, and then that's a support there. The market pushes up, and currently the market is sitting at a resistance, as we can see. So there was a push from this support all the way up, like as you can see here. The market pushed from this side, resisted, and then pushed it down. After pushing down, the market then pushes up again all the way to a resistance area. So because it's a lower time frame, there is a possibility that this market can actually decline from where it is sitting and go down all the way to this support area. Right, let me just break it down a little bit to you as to why. Remember, this is month end, so you must not miss any movement whatsoever, especially when it comes to these indices. You have to not lose track record of them. But unfortunately, this past week, again, it was a sign also that the rally of bulls is massive. So for me, let's see now. All right, I'm just going to remove this trade. I have a swing trade that I'm waiting to take there. Right, let me show you something, guys. You can see that this market throughout Wednesday, throughout Tuesday, this market last week has been not respecting our key levels, which means the resistance were weaker and weaker, and they were being broken. Right, what does that mean? It means this market has left certain levels not tested. For example, the CVs of Tuesday last week, CVs of Wednesday, CVs of Thursday, CVs of Friday. These are signs of deeper liquidity. And also we have got a gap somewhere here that the market also abandoned somewhere here. However, created a strong support here. So what we are expecting right now, for me, on my personal opinion, is that as soon as this market reaches this momentum, or as per the mathematics today, 42,251, I am expecting this market to decline with pressure. Right, let me tell you something. You can see that the market is going up, but the pressure is too small. I mean, we are going up with small candles, small candles, but at the end of the day, we are expecting to see, or we are likely going to see, those long candles to the down. That's what I can tell you. Now, why would we be going down? There is a trap here that this market may do. People are expecting to buy on a breakout, and then the market may decline in a very, very deep way. The reason of declining is simple. The CVs of the whole past week, almost 4 days, they were never tempted. And according to price has to go up, go back to that zone that was broken, strengthening that zone, and then going back up again. So that's the main reason why I am looking for sales throughout July. Basically, that's what I can say. But for today, as per the mathematics, according to the maths, the market is bullish. And from this CV here, the market has already played out almost the take profit level. But listen, the mathematics is actually gauging the market that I am not breaking out. According to the maths, we are not breaking out. That means there is no volume beyond that breakout. So what can we do? We can actually determine if there is going to be more bullish momentum by the market closure today. How the market closes today, tomorrow, then we will know where the price is headed upward there. But for me, the only thing that I can do now is to sell. Why? Because I have levels that have already played out. I have a TP that will tap. As soon as this TP taps, I have this key zone dot, which was broken. One would say it's a high, but weaker one. What was broken? After being broken, it has to be tested, right? So I'll be scalping in small, targeting the same CV again where the market had left or is currently valued at. I believe this makes sense. So decline is what I'm expecting. But let me see how the market closes like. I mean, even if the market taps this TP here, apart from this level, guys, the only thing that the market can do is to fluctuate back into the zone, which is the high and the low, or the current market value price. So basically, this market is going to play around this zone. I'm expecting it to play around 42,251, 43,966, 43,891, and then 43,545. I would rather buy if this market discounts coming back here. Yes, I can buy back into that zone again, and I'm not holding beyond this zone. I would rather see how the market will close like. And then basically that's how I am on USDT. So I have a pending order sitting here on a micro account. I'm expecting this market to decline the whole month, so I'm going to enter my sales there. Micro account, I want to see how it is like. If it means me holding the whole 5 months towards the end of this year on that account, I'm willing to do that. I just want to see how this will play out. And then we jump into NASDAQ, currently on a bearish trade. Why? Because already the market has already played out my bullish idea. I mean, from this buy entry to that TP level there, we have already played out. Unfortunately, I think I messed up with the dates here, but this is something that can be corrected. I wrote 29th instead of the 30th. Today is 30th, not 29. So this is the same price that already the market has already played. And if the market has already played out, what do? I'm expecting this market to sell with me back into my trading zone. This is something that I've done so many times. I have repeated it so many times, and it has already or really have been playing out very well. So today I'm also expecting the same criteria or the same movement to actually happen on NASDAQ. So similar movement on the monthly time frame, H4, H1 daily time frame is the same thing. It's pointing to me that there are levels, or one would say there's too much liquidity on the downward apart from the upward. I mean, for me, that's why I'm not comfortable with buying. I don't know where the price is going. Why? Because according to the mathematics, we are sitting at a resistance where there is no more any volume beyond the resistance. So that's why the whole time or where the market is currently sitting right now is for me to sell. Why? Because I have levels that were not tested. All right, on Friday, we took some sales and then we did a break even here, though they were good ones, right? Remember, the CV was tested. And then that's basically what I'm trying to do here. Also, CV must be tested. That would be my take profit today. So I am on sales on NASDAQ, already running. And then as for stop loss, remember, at a high, you cannot enter aggressively because, like Chris says, this thing can rally all the way up non-stop because there is nothing that is stopping the buys from pushing this thing as much as they can. But as for me, I know very well that the push has already happened, and now for whatever happens is illegal movement. So on those illegal movements, our attempt is to go back to legal movements, which is the CV and all the trading criteria or the trading zone, right? Basically, that's our aim. Quickly jumping into gold. Another situation here we are facing. Right, look at this, guys. Look at that. Just look at this. Look at that. If we are to expand this, just I think it's 1 point to my TP. This take profit was not hit, and I'm not on break even, by the way. So what I did, I closed few trades on this TP, and then the market continued running since then. I still have a trade that is running, and according to my calculations over the weekend, yesterday when we were doing some mathematics here, right, where the price is currently sitting there, I'll be looking for sales today again. Unfortunately, I don't know what's going on in my head. Right, basically where the market is currently sitting there, that's where I'll be looking for sales, and then I will stop loss above that level. And then where is my take profit? There's an extension here, which is 32.20. So where the market is currently sitting, selling for me will be ideal. Why? Because I have sales that are running and I'm actually an investor on gold currently. So I want to see this market continuing going down and down and down. Nevertheless, I think that's how I am on all these pairs for the day, Kicks and Chris. Thank you so much this morning. God bless you.
Ernest, no, I'm not mad. No, not at all. Just want to get back in the swing of things. Yeah, got a nice kudu and one springbok, but it was very, very cold. Keegs, over to you, my brother.
Let's start off with the dollar. Now, very interesting. After last week, we spoke about the idea that 97,000, that was always going to be our target. Now that we had that level, again, we spoke about again to the end of the week, that monthly S2. Why did we say monthly S2? Very, very simple. We just had to get past the yearly support. Once that happened, that became our target, because the same way we talk on a daily S1 to a daily S2, it's the same thing, just on a higher time frame. So once we had the monthly S1 that's holding, we broke through that yearly. Again, that just makes it very simple for us. Monthly S2 becomes the target. We are now busy taking those previous daily lows. So two things are going to happen here, and that's what makes trading sometimes very, very simple for us. Is you either are going to see now previous week low, you're going to see a nice drive of volume from this point, which will go to that monthly S2. Otherwise, we're going to see this basically wick out, get back in, and we could even have a bit of a range day after this being a fake out for the day. So very, very simple then. But just going to monitor this here. This can be the dollar again. We can see previous weekly low with the daily S1 in play over there. So this thing can have a little bit of range over here as well before it even then continues. But I am still definitely bearish on the dollar. Going over to indices, let's have a look here, guys. So NASDAQ, we all know, very, very much bullish the whole time. I don't know why that actually still says neutral.
Chad, with that being said, markets are open and in motion. This is the first round of the week, end of the month. Hope you guys are ready. Ding, 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 ding. Let's go.
Round one, fight.
There we go, Chad. So let's just have a look here. So we've been seeing NASDAQ every single day, just breaking that all-time high again. So what we're first going to take note of here is on that 4 hour. Let me just correct this here quickly. So that was our previous all-time high, which again today we've already now smashed. So nothing different from last week. We really are seeing NASDAQ just keeping that pressure on. And it's not going to back off, guys. That is the problem. So exactly like what the other guy said, it's hard to buy, I want to say, because you don't know where you can basically take TPs. But that's, I think, where the idea of trading comes in. You're either going to be a swing trader and you're going to hold out there, or this is where you don't be greedy. You take your 1 to 2s, get out, re-enter when you have the same play, and it's just a copy and paste. But we're going to see what's going to happen here. Trading there went bullish. Asia highs have been set. We could see a potential pullback, at least either the daily R1 or even that previous all-time high now technically, to hold the support again, to either continue bullish. Otherwise, it can even go down just for Asia lows test and then consolidate. So we'll keep an eye on that. There is a little bit of a gap open as well in the morning, so we'll monitor that as well, but definitely still bullish. US 30, again, same idea. We are seeing this go. Now, the thing we want to take note of, guys, is as much as we're trading there, yes, on Friday, for the guys that weren't there, we had a very, very nice bar on that US 30 move. And end of the day, I'm still happy with it. We took our trade. We weren't being greedy. It literally pulled back, as you guys can see. There was still the trade. It did pull back, hit us at break even, and then just continued after that. Either way, the next 4 hour did have a much bigger pullback, which would have actually, I think, hit our stops. So I am still happy with how we managed that trade, but then did land up running. The big thing is, if we go back to the daily, you're going to see now we came a little bit short of that psychological 44,000 level, but this morning we are opening up quite aggressive, already above it. So when we start dropping down, same thing as NASDAQ, and you can see they're almost lining up with where Asia lows are. I can have the idea that if we've traded now, Asia highs being swept, daily R1's being tested. If we do close here, we could go for a potential pullback for Asia lows, and again, just a retest of that 44,000 before continuing bullish. But we will also monitor that as well. As I said, it could even go a little bit lower for that previous weekly high. Either get that little wick and test of it and then fake out and continue bullish again, or we can see a little bit of a reversal. But again, I am definitely more bullish. We also spoke about just going again back to the daily. we said, yeah, guys, if you look to the left side, very, very simple. The past is what we always like to use for data. And we said, once we started closing above here, this is all open sky. Every time we've closed here, it has not been small moves. It is massive, massive moves. And we saw it immediately goes back to 44. Once we've hit 44, you can see we do have a little bit of consolidation before it either can pop off again or it comes back for a retest. So at this point, that's also two things happen. We can have a retest or that pop off and then later on come back for that test. So just monitor that. But if we do consider that NASDAQ is our leading indicator at the moment, then again, we're going to keep looking for those bars. Over to gold. Now, this is, I want to say, the more trickier one. Gold definitely been melting away, quite aggressive. We are now back at that yearly R2. Yes, the yearly R2. So still holding there, now holding their monthly pivot as well for that test. Two things can happen. Now, again, these are major levels, the monthly pivot and the yearly. So very funny enough, as much as it is bearish, I do want to take a bit more of a neutral outlook here. Month ends, as Chris mentioned to you guys, and the idea just of this holding as a support. So if this does break, we could see a little bit of a potential bounce back going bullish before either needs to then make up that decision of going bearish again. So monitoring over here, we can just see that little bit of change around. And already where it is now, for myself personally, there's no way I can scale in on this trade now. So what I would have to wait for is either to see this thing move and try to see what happens at that weekly pivot for myself. Otherwise, if this can give me a pullback back to Asia highs, and we can either hold for a retest, because we can see when we broke Asia highs, there was never that retest. So if we can break, go back down, test Asia highs, get back above a nice little break over there, hold in the daily pivot, that's where I'll look to get back in on those longs. But that's everything from our side, guys.
Keeks, that was beautiful. Chad, here we go. I'm going to short NASDAQ as soon as we close bearish here. I'm going to tell you guys now why. But yeah, I'm just waiting. Alrighty, Chad, I'm going to execute a young short ski here. I'm going to tell you guys why I'm executing shorts here. Target's not really big. This is not anything massive. Target is literally just going to be the secondary point of control there. Even Asia lows, there's your 200 EMA. So let's see if we can run into that. I'm going to tell you guys why I actually executed this trade, so you guys can understand why I'm taking it. So if I look back, I was just looking back quickly now. Sorry, all of the previous days. So I still traded with you guys on Wednesday, but even then Wednesday, look what happened during the trading on Wednesday. So you had this consolidation at Asia highs, and every time, even though we pushed away from Asia highs, even though we pushed away from Asia highs, later in the afternoon we came back to retest Asia highs. Okay. Now, even look here on Thursday. Nice little consolidation, broke away from Asia highs. Later in the afternoon, round about the same time, corrected into Asia highs, and then proceeded to continue higher. Friday, literally exactly the same thing. Started to trade above Asia highs. Later the afternoon, round about the same time, boom, came back to Asia highs. That's why I say Asia highs is important, Chad. This is something that we've taught you guys. If we are trading above Asia highs and we come back and we hold Asia highs, you can go and retest the daily highs. So relatively straightforward. But here's the kicker now for me today is that all of this trading above Asia high was happening round about London open. Okay, you were already quite a bit away from Asia highs. But now, look at this. We are trading at the open, not away from Asia highs, but actually back inside the Asia range. There's your point of control that I marked out this morning. So it is looking relatively weaker. We've got month-end flows. So that is why I shorted it. Otherwise, if we were trading somewhere here during London Open, like Thursday, Friday, Wednesday even, I would have waited for my average daily range trade, where I know more or less my average daily ranges, then I would short into Asia highs. I would monitor Asia highs. If we hold Asia highs, then obviously I know we are coming back to session highs. All right. So I just thought I would let you guys know my idea with the short here. If we start trading above Asia highs, what could happen is we can really start to move up. But then again, if you just go and measure the last couple of days, you'll see. That's why I say, chat, trading, there's certain patterns that just that they show you every day, and there's a certain level of assumption that you can make, and there's a certain level of waiting and seeing it play out. All right, what was this? Oh yeah, that was that short on Tuesday. Very nice. Let's just do this. Asia highs, Chad. Don't sleep on the Asia range. I think Raxi did do something for us for the Asia range. I think it's exclamation Asia. Go check it out. Sunscriber shared the source. Yeah, Chad. Actually, I had a chat with one of the chads is with Gary's his daughters with my son at school. So I said, "Damn, now we can't scam because we see each other at birthday parties." No, I'm kidding. But yeah, it was good seeing you guys, people of the Chad, people that you know starting to get into it. So. Keeks, how was the Chad? Was the Chad aggressive last week with a...
Nah, they were fine, eh?
Chad, good.
Chad was actually quite well behaved.
Chad, did you guys behave? No blown accounts, no thinking about quitting trading. I bought my last prop firm account. Okay, Sage, before you start that prop firm account, why did you blow the other ones? So before you even start, please don't go in with that level of insanity, doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So if you cannot determine what went wrong on all of the others, we'll see you in 2026. But if you can think critically and analytically and go back and see what was wrong, otherwise you'll just have the same thing, blown account. So please go back, go check, find what the problem is. The problem won't just solve itself. It's not like an old car. You just throw petrol in and the more you drive it, you think that carbon will get out of the engine. No.
Keys came through with the bars on Friday. Hey, you know I always got you guys.
Every now and again, just Bobby Hands, just make sure it's not your internet, my brother. Yes, we behave, Chris. Okay. Bro, why do we have the actual handles now in the chat?
It was a change that happened.
Just randomly with it?
Yeah, Chad, when did it happen? On Friday, I think it was.
Damn.
YouTube made the change.
Really?
Yeah.
I blew my first one because it was a thing of me, let me pass this thing quickly. Yeah, no, there's no such thing as let me pass this thing quickly. The only thing you pass quickly is bad food. That will pass through your body quickly, but in trading, none of that. Hard Bridge Friday, but I'm happy with a lot of lessons learned. How was your weekend, Chris? Weekend was good, man. Just resting. Hunt was good. It was actually very tough. The terrain, I told Keegs, to get to the farm, it's on the other side of Somerset East. There's a gravel road of about 70 k's to your accommodation. So it's very, very secluded. No phone signal. That's why I think you would have seen I was not on the socials. It was cold. The terrain is tough. Sitting on that Land Cruiser 12 hours a day, shaking the shit out of you. So yeah, the hunt wasn't bad. There was, I think in total, I think we were about 8 guys. So just in total, I think it was about 180,000 rand account. So there was quite a bit of game. Okay, please do Bobby Ants. We'll have a look at it, my brother. Is it only hours? Damn, bro. YouTube wanted to catch out signal providers with the animals. I blow accounts because of aggression. Too big lot sizes, because why not? It is what it is. Patience is my problem. I was doing my first 5K for the year. 10 is 10. Donkey miles for making it possible. Beautiful. Had a rough start. But at least, yes, Dani, ek het, dude, ons het nie Kurubella gesien, het was net te koud. Maar ek het baie nice, Kurukoe geskiet. En een springbok. Ek ben nie rarig springbok geskiet nie, maar ons het die eerste dag het ons uitgesit. En toe so omtrent 3 troppe springbokke daardeur. Chad, really enough, the guys gave 0 Fs about it's so cold, my dude. Even if you had a Gucci jacket on, a mink jacket just to get hot, nothing was frowned upon. -4, you can even put a black bag over your head and nobody would even say a thing. You're just trying to survive there. Next year I'm taking Keegan there, 100%. I'm taking the offers there. But in the peak of winter.
Hey, bro, I'm fine with the cold.
Right.
Cold don't scare me.
Bro, like I thought I'm good with the cold. When so just to give you an idea, so I had my those khaki shirts on. Then over that I had 2 of those K-Way base layers.
Oh yeah.
Then over that I had like the fleece. Then over that I had my hunting jacket, bro, and then still.
You're just going through the most over there, bro.
Until all you need to do is, my brother, create a new account with our partner code and just make sure that you transfer the amount, the minimum amount. Imagine being in the game for 5 years and having the hardest year ever, making a change 6 months in. How was your weekend, Bonang?
Smooth.
Smooth. There we go, Chad.
Yes.
Smooth as always.
Smooth.
Next year, we're taking Bonang, Keegan, the entire office on that exact same hunt.
Yeah. Always smoothness. I'll be happy myself.
No, Tsepo, look, I can handle the cold. The issue is this, like -4 in the mornings when everything's frozen outside, that's not the issue. The issue is when you go 6 o'clock in the morning and you sit on the back of a moving vehicle and you go into a mountain. That is the issue. It's not the cold sitting is fine. Go sit on the back of a Land Cruiser with your face exposed, with the wind chill, that is the issue. It's not the cold. I can sit in -10 weather with layers on. Go sit on a moving vehicle. That's you bleed. Hey, Rishay. Dude, jy wil eers jou hande uit jou sakkies uithaal, nee. Alright, chat, let's quickly look at what's happening here. NASDAQ looking relatively solid. I am going to monitor this area right here. In all technicality, we should slice through this zone. This is a low volume node, so this could be a little bit of a pause candle. Next one will slice through. Then daily R1, that is where I will monitor whether we hold or whether we continue higher. And then next up, that Asia low level. And I think then from there, I might even take that off the table just to get onto the scoreboard for the week. US 30 currently holding just inside the Asia range. Can't do anything here with US 30, chat. Can't short, can't long. It's just in the middle of nowhere for me. I will monitor that point of control a little bit later. Same thing for me almost with US 30. If you go back on the week, you would see that we would trade away, pull back around about 230 pre-market into Asia highs, then go higher. Only time was Wednesday where we actually started trading way lower into the lows and below Asia lows. So US 30 currently a little bit tricky. I don't know what happened here, Chad. Keeks, what happened here on Friday, dude? Pumped and then like immediately.
Yeah, that was the morning.
Yeah, from roundabout.
Oh, that was the evening. Yeah, sorry, that was what we were talking about, that pullback. Yeah,
and then again, boom. This I think destroyed many guys. Chad, drop a 1 if you got destroyed in this little skirmish here. This skirmish can destroy many.
that first run up, that was the buy we were in.
This is why you call it quits 6 o'clock on a Friday. If you were still on the charts here and you're like, hey, we're still gonna make some weekend money, this actually took away your monthly money. That is just very relentless what happened there. I'm not even sure what happened. There must have been some headline. Gold at this stage also very tricky for me. Nothing I can do here. I might take a short here at 3,300. That's also your average daily range. I'm just going to monitor there, see if we can hold as resistance. Then I will short gold there. GBP USD very ugly. GJ, just melting it, Chad. Just absolutely melting. US 30 NAS. Alrighty. Where's Miles today?
Yo, my brother, who's watching that now?
But now I joined your sermon yesterday on Insta Live. Thank you for that, Stefan.
You're welcome. I hope you are blessed. You're welcome.
It was crap cold at Gamte. London, I'm not going to lie. The photo there, it looked cold. The water was looking a little bit choppy, windy. Alright. I don't know about past cold eye tearing, but I think I know what you're trying to do there. Chris, Richey. Bro, Richey was a wrench. I don't know if this is a new profile. Richey, het jy nog a... Richey has been a wrench, eh?
I'm sure he was a wrench at
Bro,
this
I'm
stage.
pretty sure. Hey Chris, I was in the back of the Baki up a mountain, messed up brand new vortex. My uncle's got a very, very nice scope. The Barras Eliminator 5. But he was actually getting flack from the boys about his gear. The guy saying he's shooting with AI. And all it really does is it ranges for you, and it just drops there's a little red dot that it drops, so it compensates for the distance. So he was getting a lot of flack.
Shooting with AI. Oh, yeah.
Daai spike op jou. Etie, hoorie so, daai gloves is 'n gimmick ou. Ek het vir die boys, hulle almal het gloves gehad, toe sê ek, maar boys, kom ons wees eerlik. Hierdie gloves help absoluut niks vir die koue nie. Nie eers 'n bietjie nie. Chris, I wouldn't consider anything on GU, my brother. Purely because on the weekly I'm bullish for that to fill that wick. On the daily, I'm expecting us to potentially break that previous daily high, or we can start pulling back. But here's the thing. If I'm bullish, I want to be buying from Asia lows. And if I'm bearish, I want to short from Asia highs. So this year, I wouldn't do anything on it. This is just chop. It is the end of the month. That's why I only went quarter position on this. Today is not the day to try and have a big day, if I'm being very honest with you. Today is the day where you can throw a little shot at the market, but you're not committing size to the market. So technically, today and tomorrow is your off day. You can just sharpen your tools a bit, but today and tomorrow you're not throwing the kitchen sink, the baby, the cars and everything at it. Andy wash. Wait, Riche. What is Riche from the modern day millionaire? Oi, Chris, it was tough, and I super choppy water. Riche, Channing, bijblijden, geniet mijn vriend. 18 jaar, het was... that was good, my friend. I have this weird idea of wanting GU to retest. I've got this weird idea to not touch GU. I've got this weird idea. Anyone that wants to trade GU today, if you hover your mouse, you'll see there's like this little bin icon. So hover your mouse there and then click it. If you don't have self-control, then boom, you do that. And it's off. You don't see it. It's not going to bother you. That is the weirdest feeling I've got, is to just get it off. Brian is that guy.
Brian is definitely that guy.
Burang, how's the weather there by you? You guys cold as well, or?
Yeah, it's chilled, mild kind of a thing. It is up and down. At night it was very cold, but now getting much better.
How's the health going, my brother? Good? After we chatted last time?
Yes, sir. So far, so good. I'm following that thing that you gave me.
Nice.
That diet here. Yeah, thanks.
I can't throw GU away. No, you can. Joburg is very cold. Last day to get 50% off your VF account. Use code half off. Let's pin that message there. Kiggs, how was your trading last week? You happy
Actually,
with
we had
your
a very good
performance?
week last week, bro. So I can't complain, eh?
What did you take? Cracker mix? Was it a
Cracker mix. I took some of the irons trades,
yeah?
and then The new little prodigy child we're working on.
Wait, what did I miss? When are you gonna tell me about?
There's a new little
Huh?
special child.
Is it something that I know, like a little bit of the source, or
Yeah,
is it?
you know a little bit of the sauce.
Okay,
It's just been tweaked a little bit.
okay. What is it? Is it
Similar to the cracker.
okay? Does it use the same engine as the cracker, or
The baseline. Of
the
cracker.
baseline? Okay. All right.
It's
Alright.
it's actually the thing that caught the trade for us on Friday. Like the real reason we took the trade on Friday was because of that thing.
When were you gonna tell me about that? you almost
It's a
like,
little Christmas present, bro. We're gonna wrap it up and just surprise you with it one day.
this is almost like you just get into a new relationship and your partner, or you just get married and your partner comes back with the Labrador, and it's like, when are you gonna tell me? And she's like, nah, it's like we live in a 1-bedroom flat on the 5th floor. We can't have a Labrador. What do you mean? What do you mean just getting a Labrador? Why don't you get a cat?
Oh yeah.
No, Newcastle is something else. Bonang, what's your team on FIFA? I see Bonang is starting to heat up there on FIFA. When he comes back, he actually wants to do a number on the guys.
Hey.
Yeah, I play Arsenal. I love Arsenal. Arsenal is dealing with these guys that I am with here.
Would VF consider offering BTC? Napster, sorry, my brother. What do you mean offering BTC? We do crypto payouts. We accept crypto payments, but when you say BTC, are you talking about actually trading crypto? Can we discuss the absolute domination of the box this weekend? Sure, dude.
Oh, bro, the box are looking so good.
What do you think of Mornay's performance?
Not bad, eh?
I think it was
not bad. He
I think
actually
it was
had a
quick.
decent-
Yeah.
For me, standouts, I had to watch to the end. Vincent Chichuka also had a very, very good game.
7.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Very, very good game. And obviously, Colby, that was one for the books. Amazing footwork, skill, power. Just he dominated that game. But I will even say, bro, again, someone we've been talking about, especially even the last year, though. But JC really stepping up lately, bro. He also had a very good game.
Bro, I never rated JC, but you know, in the World Cup, that
Yeah.
one game where he's defensive, where
Oh,
when
it
his
was
face,
against. It was France.
Bro,
Because he
I've
marked
never-
that center, that big center.
I think that was the first time I've seen JC be a monster on the fence like that, where he
Yeah,
literally
he
ran
wrecked
with
us,
his
yeah.
face.
Who else was it? Sasha had a decent game. But hey, I mean, you know it was a good game if you've Marnie. Marnie had a 100% kicking record.
Do you think it's off his back now? Do you think the monkey's off now?
Like, bro, he was kicking. All of his kicks were on the sides and he got them, slotted them.
Do you think that monkey is off his
Yeah.
back now? Shame. I'm glad. Marnie.
And you know,
Marnie
hey,
is a player.
I'll take my hat off as well to the guy.
Fassi
I
did
cannot
play well.
remember his name. Fassi did have a good game.
Fassi had a
But
very good
the
game.
new prop, what's his name? The big boy. The Lions guy. I always forget
Is he
his
from
name.
the Lions?
He's from the Lions. He still went to Donnie's farm, bro. He lost 18 kgs in preparation for this.
But he can lose
but he-
another 180 and it'll still be good.
Well, bro, he lost 18 and he's just under 140 now.
No, but he can lose.
No,
another.
he can. But Kanye, yeah. But he did have a very good game, bro.
No, he was solid. But I'm saying another, because look, let's not say lose weight. He doesn't need to lose weight. If he can lose the fat,
Yeah.
replace that, because he.
Yeah. But
Nah,
actually, and you know, bro, we always talk about this. Rassi, bro, always has something up his sleeve, and I think everyone was so surprised when he did the whole 5-3 split.
Yeah.
And then it technically was a 6-2 because Andre going on flanker.
Was that the plan? I thought somebody got injured. Was
No,
that
it was the plan because the centers never came off. Dialindi and thingy never went off. And Vincent Suchuka was fine. The other thing was fine. Quacha was fine.
Do you think we actually
They made the comment afterwards. They said, think of it this way.
he's gonna have a 8 split?
Yeah.
It's just for
Because he was saying, think of it. Everyone's so surprised by Andre, but no one was surprised when Quacha did it. Quacha's a winger,
yeah.
but he moved to flank and 8th. And thing is with Andre, he's got the size on him, bro.
So we technically gonna field just forwards
You literally can feel forwards because your forwards can play in the back line.
on the bench, bro. That would be sick.
Think about it because you
I
could
think-
literally... the one game we did have where Quacha had to go into the back
Yeah.
line. But now if you have Andre there as well, Andre can cover forwards and backs.
I'm lost his bro. Did play?
No, he's just saying as in like I'm lost his touch. That's why he's not. Yeah, bro. I think it's hard. Well, I don't want to say it's cuck, but it's. I think we all loved but he's not the same, bro. He's not the he used to be, and our centers are just next level at the moment.
Rassi told him to go and miss all his kicks. It's almost like trying to lose all your trades. The difference is if I tell you go lose all your trades, you will lose all of them.
Yo.
What you think of the new?
Bro.
That guy's a machine, Chad.
He is a beast.
He is absolutely too strong for his body.
The problem with him,
power.
bro, he's killing like all of my heroes, like my love, the guys I love. I mean, let's be real, yeah. When he knocked Valinsky out, bro, I thought that was that man's career done. I thought the way he got knocked out, I was like, oh damn.
Bro, almost killed Charles.
Yeah. Then, and the way Charles, it was like, I love Charles, bro. And then Charles got destroyed. I saw someone called him. They were like, "What's it? He's the Grim Reaper of UFC."
Oh,
He's
dude.
just coming in and he's taking
He's way too
names,
strong.
bro.
He's way too strong, that guy. He is. Bro, I don't think there's anyone that can, unless you go straight grappling. I don't know why Charles tried to stand up with him. Charles should have choked, just went straight choke.
Yeah, bro. And then Omar and Paddy want to bro. He will annihilate Paddy. I don't know what Paddy. I think is, if we're being real, yeah. I think Paddy's career is going down now, and it's kind of that last gasp hope. Like, I have to call this guy out, and if I beat him, you know what? I can maybe save my career, but otherwise, I think Paddy's career is going down now.
I don't think so though. I think the Paddy. Here's the thing, Chad. Paddy is also he's a crazy guy. He's that type of guy that will solo into a bar, get into a fight. It will look like a few buffaloes ran over him, but he'll walk out. He's a crazy dude.
For this
Paddy.
Monday, Iron 2000 gave 4 trades on US30, hit 1 stop loss. The thing is, so Jacobus, and I mean, it's there, the proof's there. If anyone was trading blind, yes, you hit 1 stop loss, but technically the stop loss that hit, you were in another trade literally 3 minutes before that, and that one hadn't even hit stop loss or even TP1 yet. So any other trader we always talk about, you don't over position yourself. So we would never have taken the second entry because you already were in the trade.
Paddy's ground game, Stefan. Paddy's ground game is silly, dude.
Paddy needs this fight, yeah.
Paddy's up for submission of the year. Eh? Drickers
Yeah.
as well on what's his Israel. Bro, that fight feels like years ago, but it was this year.
What's next month, bro? Next month is Triggers' fight.
Yeah.
Keys, how's the F1 movie? I marked it, bro. So good.
Did you watch IMAX or
Bro, you have to do it IMAX.
did you do it IMAX?
Yeah, had to do it. £10,000 Paddy wins the bout anytime. York, bro. I think you're gonna lose a lot of money there.
I don't know, bro. Paddy's that guy that He's got to fight his chance, eh? I wouldn't throw him out completely. He's a mad son of a gun.
Nah, he is, bro. But he's not the Paddy he used to be. He's not at his prime anymore. He had one like decent fight now recently. And as we say, this man,
right,
bro, being
Padda.
called like the Grim Reaper.
Alright, Padda can put a. Alrighty, Chad. We're currently holding that low volume node area. Looking like we're coming back up to this point of control. Trade was only up about 19 points. It is month-end flows. Things are going to be slow. US 30 now at that point of control. So, how do you feel about it? Do you want to short it? You can. But I'm just going to say you're going to have to monitor. I might short it. Chat, I'm actually going to take a stab at it. Wait, before I do that.
Scores, let's chat off stream, my brother. No, not being funny. Let's just make sure all the money's on the table for the bet. We can.
Oh, no. No, Chad. No. No, I'm not going to short it. Do you check this, Keeks?
What's that?
The last. Let me just. You think we can invest into like headsets for us?
Yeah. No, we can.
Or do we want to have ears like Rickers to pursue? Are we still going for that? I'm very close to.
I'm in a good position in life, guys. No, my brother. It's just I'm not trying to be rude or make it sound funny. I'm not insinuating that, my brother.
What is that now?
No, I just said to him, I was like, if you're serious, we can chat off stream. But also, it's like when people want to make these things, just make sure they have the money to put these things on the table. No, I wasn't trying to be funny about it, my brother. Let's first see if this fight happens. See what these guys are gonna do. It is a money fight, so I would be surprised if the fight doesn't happen. Is to the real world pro heroes, so how do they all great fighters, but some fighters meet their kryptonite. Yeah. Nah, very true. Charles is finished now. I think he's dusted. Yeah, it's a tricky one, eh? It's a tricky one. Who should afford the real number one contender, not Charles? Who is sitting at number one contender for the lightweight? Armin, oh yeah. I feel actually now that you say that, I feel they'll actually probably be the next fight. I don't think they'll give the fight to Paddy. Armin. I think they'll give the fight to him instead of Paddy. Because technically, yeah, the fact that they did that, you gave a fight to that, which was the one. But yeah, you kind of need to give it to the number one now. Yeah, now that I'm thinking about that, I think they'll give the fight there. They're not going to give it to Paddy. If he beats him, obviously after that, I think Paddy will get the shot. But
dude, Gaethje will get absolutely wrecked. Justin Gaethje will get absolutely destroyed. Gaethje got knocked out by Charles. guys. He got no. Ilya is, dude. Ilya's got more, bro. No. Gold has already moved 300 pips away from the 50. Yeah, Chad, look, yeah, very, very simple. If price is not in your area of interest, you don't trade. If it's in the middle of nowhere, you wait. That is a part of trading. Otherwise, what we can do is every morning we start the stream and we just say I'm buying here or I'm selling here. We just go blind. There's a certain reason we wait for certain levels. So if it's not in your zone, then you walk away, like I said.
Bro, but you know who actually is just taking names left, right, and center is Tom Aspinall.
Aspinall. Did he fight the weekend?
No, I'm saying, but he's just taking. He fought. Chevin was it? What? Not too long ago.
Yeah, but they're trying to make the fight for Bones.
Nah, but he's retired now.
Huh? Did Aspinall retire?
No, Jones.
Is he not going to make the fight? Because somebody...
So he won the last fight now.
Who?
Tom against Chad. Who did he fight? He beat him, and that's where Jones thought he was going to lose. But he beat the guy, knocked him out clean, bro. And then after that, Jones knew he can't run away anymore. The fight's going to have to happen, and Jones retired. So Tom's automatically champion now. John
so is Aspinall is Aspinall now?
Aspinall's champion. The belt just went to him. Aspinall retired Jones without fighting him. Yeah, it was insane, bro. It was. I get what Jones was saying though, and I also get what Jones was saying. He doesn't want to give him the fight because he also knows you do have Tom, who's just at a whole nother league of his own right now. And if Jones had to fight him, Tom's in his prime, Jones isn't, and Tom can destroy Jones's whole legacy. So I get where he's coming from, but it does look very, very bad for you. Because literally that's the comment that was, I remember the news article saying that Tom retired him without even have to fight him. Jones also in trouble with the law again.
Lightweight Ilya.
Tom hasn't even gone out of the first round. It's crazy.
Wait, but how is Volk now featherweight champion again? Did Superior vacate the featherweight belt? Chad,
I missed that one.
What is going on here?
I don't beat Lopez, yes. Tom said he's going to retire Jones without fighting 5 months ago already, and then boom. Yeah. But
bro,
no, Tom is just superhuman at the moment, bro. That man's speed, power, he's crazy. And he can fight.
Trickus, Duplessis, Tom Aspinall, John Jones, Francis Ngannou, Stipe, Brock Lesnar, light heavyweight.
Yeah, he vacated the belt.
Okay, I was like, yo.
Prime Jones would have destroyed that oak. It's interesting. I would have loved to seen Prime Jones versus Prime Tom now. I don't think it would have been a destroy. I think it would have actually been a very good fight.
Gambit.
Keen to see what Islam does in this new weight category. Yeah. There's something dodgy about John Jones' retirement. He's the GOAT, and his retirement is just Dana announcing. Doesn't make sense. I think Dana loves Jones, so I don't think Dana wants to give it attention because I think Dana knows he can't even fight it. Like I said, it looks bad. So
Dana's
I think Dana's just not trying. He's trying to protect Jones' image.
10 guys walk into a room and John Jones, who walks out? John Jones. He's such a fanboy of John, bro.
He loves him, bro.
Dana is an absolute fanboy of.
Jonah is Jones is to Dana like I am to Cribbo.
Me too. Love it. Love it. All right, Chad. But I think I'm not gonna stick around for too much longer. It is month end. Yeah. Currently holding that point of control there, US 30, but still back below Asia highs. NASDAQ now starting to, I'm going to monitor NASDAQ here, so I'm not going to jump off as of yet. If we start to trade and hold above here, I'm just going to kill this little NAS trade. If we get a scenario like that, this is technically your first proper retest on the backside, so I'm just going to monitor NAS there. Not really, only have a quarter position size on here, so not too comfortable putting on size today for month end. So today and tomorrow, taking it very, very easy, easing back into the markets. Gold, middle of nowhere. Like I said, 3,300, nice big level. It's a round number. It's your average daily range. That is something I can get behind. That's something decent. I'll throw some size onto that. But the rest, nothing here for me. I'm just going to monitor that zone there. US 30, currently holding that point of control. Yo, this thing is killing my ear. Yo. We need a guy like Goldberg. Just Goldberg will get absolutely murdered. The thing with fighting is it's not about being big. Who's that guy that was in the UFC, bro? He had a beer belly, long hair, but he had this overhand right, which he clapped the guys with. Chad, not Brock. No, I'm talking. This guy almost looked like our new prop that we've got.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
A little bit of long hair, but he had this overhand right.
Yeah.
Is it Roy Nelson? Bro, I think it could be. Bro, he had a sneaky overhand. The guys never see it coming. He's a short guy. Yes, this guy, Keegs. This guy's got a saucy little overhand right. Almost looks like a little jackhammer coming over the top. What's up? There's it. There you can see that overhand right, Chad. Little jackhammer. If you weren't aware. Chad, no offense against rednecks, but bro, this guy's a redneck. Sorry, man. I don't know. Is that discriminating? This man's a hillbilly. Hey, Roy Nelson. Kiggs, what do you do? This guy walks into the bar. He throws your beer out. You don't know it's Roy Nelson.
Hey, bro, it's gonna be a long night.
But you should be fine if you just keep your head under the bar, because he just throws overhand rights. So as long as you stay below his shots. US 30 NAS. Right, rejecting that point of control. Chad, if this 5 closes bearish, I might take. I'm gonna take 1 year for the team. Let's call it R&D. That fine with you guys, Keegs?
Hey man, do some R&D.
Just a young R&D, Chad. 5-minute candle closure below here. Let's do a month end flow. But I need a closure below here, Chad. It needs to close below there. If I don't get a closure below there, no trade. Because effectively, look left with me. Resistance. Support. Support. Still holding a support. So I need a closure below. And gold, we just need 5 more. Okay, 2 minutes. Can we get it? Can we get the shorts? Call it AR play. Who is sneaking around behind Bonang? It's his accountant.
I have bodyguards. You don't know.
Use code off. Kribo, I'm not going to stick around too long. Today's month end flows. 5 minutes later, little R&D chat. Hey, Fabs, I was out in the bush for a couple of days. So
Man wants to trade.
I just want to get the blood flowing a little bit. Yeah. I just want to spar a little bit. I don't want to come in on Wednesday when the market is hot. Just a little captain's run, Keegs. Just a little shakeout. Just getting rid of the cobwebs. It's a little warm-up game. Have you seen Chris Barnett when he celebrates after winning a fight? Chris Barnett, why do I think sorry man, I just want to focus on this close quickly. Chris Barnett. Oh, yeah. Okay, no trade there. I think 10 o'clock we're going to make the call. So 5 more minutes. Hey, Miles putting gold on a stretcher this morning. Let me see what Miles would have traded here this morning. I don't see anything there. I think Miles could have traded this Wickful there. Closure. Snap. That's the only thing I think. Longs 15. Or no. Or we could have type 5 here. 10. I don't think there's anything else. Miles, interesting to have NFP on a Thursday instead of a Friday due to 4th of July. Keeks, I wonder what this part is for, actually.
It was just like neck support, bro.
Maybe it's for smaller... So this thing can't go up, eh? This...
What do you mean? No.
Okay, but these Herman Millers from Timo, you can't expect too much. What do you rate?
Nah,
you show Brian our Herman Millers.
They're decent for the price, bro.
Hey, you actually put this up as well. Damn. You think they're gonna last, my bro?
I don't know. Alright, it's the other way too.
Then you can swivel a bit.
Play with a new toy. Iron 2K printing a sell on 1 minute gold. Ooh.
Chad, for the first... We were sitting on...
Garden chairs.
we were literally sitting on garden chairs. These are traders claiming to chop the market, sitting on garden chairs, Chad. But Keegan said we do it to stay humble, stay grounded.
That's it, bro.
Let that garden chair season your back.
Reminds you of the pain you were in, the fight against poverty.
We were the only guys not sitting on an office chair.
Literally everyone in the office
And we are on garden chairs. 189 rand garden. Bonang, you've seen the garden chairs, yeah?
I just saw them on stream. Yeah, are they the ones you are using there?
No. We've got new chairs now. But I said we had garden chairs. And we talking about chopping poverty, but we sitting on a garden chair. Yo.
Yeah, humility sometimes. Do you know that sometime last year I slept on a floor almost 6 months? That's the one. That's the one. Nice.
Oh, there's a Chad.
But
That's a garden chair, Chad. Those are the chairs we streamed on.
But they are not that bad.
No, they're quite nice. I'm trying to see now.
And strong as well.
Very strong. No, listen here. I think I bought it from Builders. Garden chairs, Builders.
Whole office literally is office chairs, and we out here with that.
I don't even see Builders selling them anymore.
Damn, those chairs will kill your back, 100%.
That's why we were pushing through, yeah. And this weekend, I just sent Keegan a screenshot. I was like, bro, I got us chairs. My gift. Just pick it up when I'm not here. Like, I think it was Tuesday.
Hey, bro, I just sit there by myself building these things on Friday.
Are they proper?
Yeah.
Really tight, yeah. Feel it. Chad, it's not like I don't trust Keeks, but Keeks is the guy that will struggle to hit a nail into the wall.
Hey, bro. All I did, I needed this little. That was it, bro.
Keeks
and built with this alone.
And Keeks is not afraid to admit that he's not a handyman.
Yeah, bro. I always said this. You have two simple things in life. You either learn to do something yourself, or you learn to do something that you pay to have people do it for you. And that's it. Life's there's two things. You decide which one of them you want to be.
There we go. Chad. Easy. I'm trying to find those. Oh, yeah, they are. Oh, bro, so they're not that cheap, eh? They're 350.
You're just paying for reliability there. That's what you were paying for.
$350. So they're not cheap. It's like a family combo one.
You can get a share box for that, bro.
Yeah, they are.
Share box or a garden chair.
Bro, you know, I've got 30 of them. Chad, that's the only reason we have it is I bought it for the
trading room.
For the other trading room. The Addis Stella chair.
Wow. When you think of it, eh? Like we throw those chairs around, we don't.
Bro, they're solid. They're solid. Does Vault Fund allow traders to take 40 point trade?
Yes. I think you asked me the same question the other day.
Some of the other prop firms now saying that you're not allowed. But now I'm actually thinking some of the prop firms must rather say you're not allowed to scalp. You're not allowed to swing, but we're happy if you only take 30 points a day. So rather like say, okay, once you make 30 points today, we block your account for the rest of the day.
You know the biggest thing for me, which is funny about them, is all these guys are like, we don't allow scalping, but all their marketing boys are like hyper scalpers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But
so how do those boys trade on the platform if all they do is scalp?
Prop firm is something else, you know. These guys are very soon they will be closed. You will see them. Because I mean, if everyone is not happy with them, where are they headed?
Bro, we
They
had,
were
who
close.
was the chat on Friday? We closed like 80 pip trade, bro, and the guy comes, so are you guys allowed to trade scalping on the platform? I'm like, yo, is 80 pips now scalping?
Are they conditioning?
Imagine.
Are they conditioning guys now?
Imagine.
Only things Chris is scalping is them abs in the gym. Hey! Oh,
Who said that?
Laz.
Who said that? Laz. Hey, my brother. I must actually send you a 90% discount code.
Hey, I haven't seen Laz in the
Cool.
chat in a while, though.
Smooth.
Bro, Laz has been scalping. My man is looking lean, dude.
Remember, those boys are 5 pips in profit, then it's deep blues.
Laz is actually making me feel bad, bro. In the evenings, I'm thinking, just, bro, Laz is just turning down. And what Laz is throwing off, I'm picking up. Laz, hope you're doing well, my brother. I saw Commit has a rescue account option.
You know, that's the funniest thing, bro, is when even again your marketers don't even know how to pronounce the name right. It's meant to be Commit, but now it's all Commit. Over at Commit.
Committing.
We are committing to hitting your stop losses.
So my readers. Yeah, Chad, I'm literally, I think I'm gonna call it very, very soon, or not very soon, like now, in the next couple of minutes. Just want to see what happens here. It is month-end flows. US 30 not getting below that zone we spoke about. So gold, I'm gonna monitor 3,300. Definitely could be a very nice trade. DXY, okay, Chad, here we go. DXY, US 30. Bro, if we can just get through this level. Okay, Chad, 10 seconds. Let's see. It is holding on that zone, Keeks. What do you rate?
Is this your R&D trade?
No, but I still. No, ooh, there she gaps down. Oh, my sack. Let's see what she's going to do, Chad. I need a closure below here. It's not really a R&D trade. Let's just call it a sparring.
On the 5.
Yeah, a
Bro, there's 5 just open, so you're going to literally wait again for the next one.
Yeah, I'm just going to wait for... This is that sparring trade. Remember, I'm sparring.
Buying NAS 100, feeling brave today.
I don't think it's a bad buy. Who said he's buying NAS? Ernst, I don't think it is a bad buy, my dude. We are now at that point of control. If we break out here now and we cannot hold below the zone, wait, what happened here? I like them light.
And this Jeff was like, your phrase, I did not read that right. I read that with a T. My bad.
Don't do top slips.
Yo, you boys.
Watch Raja make a video and Joe Ash. Let's see. Geeks, I'm gonna take this, bro. If we close bearish like this.
You know, what's that other guy? What's his name? I'm gonna send it to you. I was actually talking to the guys about it on the weekend. Remember that oak? We spoke about him. He just does those reviews. Big fat trader. He's got a beard. His name's Big something.
Chris Markable. Wait, what?
That other
No, man.
No,
Keeks.
man.
Bro, I can't do me like that. Big Daddy Max.
Big Daddy. That's his name,
Yeah.
Hold on, bro.
Did he do one on Raja Banks?
No. He did one on Trader Chantal.
Huh?
Right. You must read the. So he's laughing at it and he's like, yeah, no, I like that, eh? Yes, that's very nice. But you must read the comments. A room full of liquidity. That's a nice boss. Nice double top over there.
Yo, the guys are wrong.
They ain't learning a damn thing. Love how the crowd's just men.
Bro, let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see it.
Her best trade was on the back seat. Yo, bro.
Yo. Chad, pray for these people. Pray for them.
They need prayers.
Oh.
Why are they fighting?
Yo, you traders are wrong, bro. Oh. Oh, Chad, you ever saw that one? The minute I saw it, I was like, oof, it's a South African. I was just thinking like, hey, South African trader, I need to see what the comments are. And then the boys went completely south of that one.
Mhm.
I love that. He's like, yo, you should be trading. Yeah, I should be trading right behind you. Hey, these boys.
Piece of content. The hook was voluptuous, right? Absolutely big, to be honest. And I would love to see more content, a lot more content.
Bro, the comments though, that was what got me. The hook was voluptuous, very round.
Yo, bro, they need
Ah.
prayer. They need prayer. Big Daddy Max. Who's a serious scalper? But that man is a serious scalper. Who's that? Who's a serious scalper, Brian? Galas. Yeah, no, bro, that thing barely moves and it's out. It's like, kill destroyed. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Like me on my first night, my honeymoon. Chris, how the US portfolio looking? Must be good, Fabs. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't even checked it. I'm going to check it now for you. US 30 closed below. Chad, I'm going to do it for the team. Keys, you're right with that.
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm going to short US 30
Alright, go for it,
for
bro.
the team. You're not going to judge me or anything.
No.
Just one. Just a little
Go for it, bro.
spot.
Where's Dylan Savage? He's still trading, and the prayer group. The prayer group's still there.
Dylan is potentially moving, Chad, out of the country one of these days. He's just very busy at this stage. I actually spoke to him a couple of weeks ago. Chad, I'm short on US 30. Where can she go to? She can go anywhere. But for me personally, I'm just going to take it to the daily flip. Daily flip level, that is where I'm going to monitor what's going to happen if I want to take it a little bit deeper. Other than that, I think I'm going to lock it in the 200 EMA. Just one position here. A little skirmish. Nothing too serious. NASDAQ, we still in here. I want to monitor what we do at Asia highs now. Can we get back below? I'm actually going to just put stops like there somewhere. Just above the session high. And then I'll eat that stop if I need to eat it. Or I won't eat the stop. So I'm just going to move. Move stops there. Okay. And then, yeah, Chad, that is it. Gold, I would love for this to push there. I want to see what happens. Let me just see quickly what is gold doing. Your keys, but gold can hurt today. Gold can, but chat, I am gonna start shorting there. You better believe I'm gonna short there. US 30. Yeah, US 30. I want to say, Chad, break even point, Asia lows. That is where you should go break even. And then that 200 EMA daily flip level. Nas. Yeah, Nas will just take the switch on music. Oh yeah, sorry, let me check the US portfolio there quickly. Let me see what is the US portfolio doing. Okay. US portfolio overall up 6.21% for the year in terms of holdings. S&P 500 from Vanguard up 6.4%. US total stock from Vanguard up 5.3%. Tesla only up 5.6%. Charles Schwab US dividend equity down 2%. Nvidia up 26%. iShares by BlackRock, Dow Jones, basically Dow Jones ticker, up 2.2, and then Invesco, QQQ up 3%. So US portfolio is looking healthy, and that is good. Local portfolio is still getting absolutely. I managed to sell out of Marafe quite a big. There's not a lot left here. Just a few pebbles. Can't even go on holiday with this money to Bloom. Purple Group only down 7. Kumba, yo, bro. Tungela down 50. Renogen down 53%. That's why the portfolio is looking okay. So there is actually money. You can go to Bloom, actually a little bit past Bloom. I'm just gonna have to write it out, Keeks. That is just part of it.
Don't say die, bro.
That is just part of it. Sometimes you gotta roll with the punches. Bonang, anything from your side in terms of the markets? I think very, very slow here this morning.
Yeah, for me, I'm just going to be monitoring these sales, especially on gold. I'm expecting this gold to decline from where it is sitting there. That's the trade that I'll be monitoring. Similar situation with NASDAQ. Back to my entry area, my entry level. Still, I'm expecting it to drop at least to 22534. Jumping into US 30. Jumping into US 30, there is nothing to do yet. Just going to monitor as well. As soon as price taps here, I have a sell limit order at 42,251. 44,251. That's basically what I will wait for, and then I will be expecting the market to decline at least to 43,819. If this price does not come there, and then I will be looking for buys at this level here, somewhere around 43,819. It will depend how the New York opening will be like, by the way. Nevertheless, the trade that I'm running is NAS 100 sell and then gold sell.
All right, Kigo, are you just a fixture on the stream? You don't trade on London, eh?
If I do, bro, there's got to be something very nice.
No,
and
I'm
unfortunately
kidding.
today, nothing there.
No, Keeks, this volume is... Keeks is still young, Chad. He's still got a lot of fire in his bones. He needs volatility. This won't even get him out of bed. All right, Chad, for me, as mentioned, US 30 shorts, I will be monitoring that point of control right there. Also, if we go into the rest of the session, Chad, I want you guys to quickly look at this. We've got two relatively similar peaks here with the volume. All right, so if I see in the next 30, 40, 50, 60 minutes that the point of control shifts from where it is there and there's more volume here, and we start to hold this zone, I'll just kill out the trade because we are still relatively super bullish. All right, other than that, I will literally just wait for Asia lows. That is where I will go break even, and I will take my full profit at the daily flip level. That's 105 for me. That is a good little starter pack for the week. All right, a little bit of whey protein, a little pre-workout just to get going for the week. NASDAQ, I've moved my stops there just above the session highs. If I get stopped, that's fine. I only have a quarter position. The idea was that we were going to stay inside the Asia range. I'm not looking to buy here. It is month end. I'm even happy to not take any trades today, but just to get the blood flowing, I threw some risk on the table. And then gold, I would love if we can push up here. I will short from there. I'm going to take a stab at it, potentially go short. Other than that, there's nothing on gold that I like. I have to, what is that, 20? Chad, I might buy gold a little bit later, maybe during COMEX, if we hold this zone. All right, that zone is valid if we can hold it, but I want to short from there. Buys are a little bit iffy. We are super bearish on the weekly. It's only like today we're pulling back a little bit. But Chad, that is the session. I think if we stay any longer, we might get ourselves into trouble. So I'm going to go full screen here. Bonang, thank you so much, my brother. I think we're going to have a good week because we choose to have a good week. Kicks, thank you so much.
Always. And Chad, remember, it is the last day, hey, for the 50%.
Oh, yeah,
off.
50% off. Half is off. Let me just see what the poll did, Kicks. I just want to see. Otherwise, if 44% of you guys are long. All right, so we need... Oh, no, that's perfect. Only 23, so the shorts are going to work beautifully. Poll saying that 44% of you guys are long, so now I'm happy with the shorts then. Beautiful. I must actually add onto the shorts. I almost got nervous. If you guys were...
Imagine.
If there were 44% of you short, I was out of these positions immediately. Chad, but peace and love, baby. We'll see you guys later this afternoon. And for the rest of you guys, stay safe, and we'll see you guys a little bit later.
Cheers, Chad.
Cheers.
Beautiful. Enjoy your day.
Hellcat.